Hello and welcome back to the Geordie Pig Investor channel. Today we've got episode 12 of my Freetrade realistic UK dividend investing journey. In this series, I'll be documenting my real-time progress as a UK dividend investor using the Freetrade app with a focus on building a UK-based portfolio from scratch. This portfolio is going to be a smaller portfolio as I always receive so many messages from people who are struggling with a small dividend portfolio, so I thought what better way to help them than creating my own UK dividend portfolio on Freetrade. I know when you see a portfolio that's worth over 100, 50 or even £20,000, it can feel totally out of reach, so hopefully more people can relate to this portfolio. I wanted to keep this separate from my main portfolio over on Trading 212, but I still wanted it to be within an ISA account, so that's why I decided to use Freetrade. If you've been thinking about getting started with investing, this is one of the easiest ways to begin. I use Freetrade, a commission-free investing app that makes buying and selling shares simple and transparent. The platform is clean, user-friendly, and you can invest in UK and US stocks without worrying about hidden fees. And right now, if you sign up using the link in my description and deposit just £50 into your account, you'll get a free share worth anything between £10 and £250. Oh, and I might add that if you're unsure what to invest that £50 into, don't worry about it. You will still receive your free share even if you don't invest that money. It's a great way to start building your portfolio with zero risk on that first step. Check out the link below and claim your free share today. And if you're still on the fence, hopefully these videos will show you just how simple and accessible the app really is and why it's a solid platform to get started with. For this series, I decided to set out a few rules to make it as fair as possible. The first rule is that every stock I'm going to buy is going to be listed on the London Stock Exchange. I've decided to do this because it makes it easier for beginners to follow along using the same tools, and it also highlights some fantastic UK dividend paying companies that often get overlooked in global investing content. The second rule is that I can only deposit money into this account that I've made through this YouTube channel. So if you are watching, please hit the like button and subscribe, as it really helps the channel out and you'll be directly contributing towards the series. By doing this, it means I have a cap limit to what I can invest each month, and it will vary month to month, which will hopefully mean a lot of people can relate. By this, I mean that some people can only invest bits and pieces into the market, and I want to show you all that as long as you stick at it, you can make a huge difference to your future. And finally, the third rule is that there are no more rules. So whether you're just getting started or looking to follow someone on the same path, this is a transparent, no fluff look at how I'm learning to invest for long-term passive income through dividend-paying stocks. If this video reaches over 100 likes, then I'll be sure to continue the series, as it will confirm there's enough interest for this type of content. So like I've just mentioned, I'll be using my YouTube earnings each month to fund the series. As you can see, last month the channel brought in £183.61, which is what I've added straight into the portfolio, so we've now got £211.32 ready to be invested. Before we invest that money with you today, let's take a closer look at how the portfolio performed last month. So when we do take a close look at how the portfolio performed throughout June, we can see that it's been a pretty flat month. We ended up slightly up, being up £11, which is a return at 0.43%. And when compared to the S&P 500 and the FTSE 100, we can see they had similar returns. We actually managed to slightly outperform the S&P 500 over the past month, but we were lagging slightly behind the FTSE 100. And with this series, the aim is to actually outperform the FTSE 100 over the long term. And now that we've been investing for 11 months, we can start to see a bit of a clearer picture. And so far, I'm really happy with the performance. Over the last 11 months, I'm up 11% in the portfolio, and when compared to the S&P 500, we can see they're up just over 10%, and the FTSE 100 is up just 7.5%, which means we're ahead of both the FTSE 100 and the S&P 500 so far. Let's now take a closer look at the holdings within my portfolio to see how they performed over the past month. As we can see, it was quite a mixed bag, as there were some big losers, but then also some strong winners. with the main losers being Inchcape down 8.8%, BP being down 10%, and RS1 Group down 13%. And on the flip side, we had a Barclays up 11%, Keller Group up 12%, and Segro storming ahead, being up 21%. And the main goal of this portfolio is to build a reliable UK-focused dividend portfolio that can grow steadily over time. To achieve this, I wanted a strong UK ETF as the foundation, especially since this series is entirely focused on UK investing and I don't hold any UK ETFs in my other accounts. I've chosen the iShares UK Dividend ETF, stock ticker IUKD, as the core holding because it targets high-yielding UK dividend stocks across a broad range of companies offering higher than average yields, wider sector exposure, and it's got strong liquidity. It has also outperformed the FTSE 100 over the past 1, 3 and 5 years, making it a solid fit for an income-focused portfolio. I'm going to be adding 6 shares to the portfolio for an amount of £59.42. I'm also going to be adding to 4 of my individual holdings for this month, with the first one being Inchcape, stock ticker INCH. They have a dividend yield at 4.25% and are down 5.41% over the last month. And if we look year to date, we can see they are slightly up, being up 1.86%. They have a very healthy payout ratio of just 35.79%, which means there's room for them to increase that dividend. Inchcape has a very solid overall stock rank score, still sitting at 84, and as we can see, the analyst consensus is that it's between a buy and a strong buy, with there being 3 holds, 2 buys and 4 strong buys, with a price target 34% above the current price at £10.23. I'm going to be adding 3 shares to my portfolio for an amount of £22.90. Next up, I'm going to be adding to my BP position. The reason for this is that they've had a slight pullback over the last month, being down 8.66%, and have a current dividend yield at 5.15% with a 5-year growth rate at 9.85%, and they're on a 4-year dividend growth streak. I really like the look of BP at these prices because they have a stock rank score at 96, and the analyst consensus is that it's around about a buy, with there being 2 sells, 10 holds, 9 buys and 4 strong buys, but they do have a price target 23% above the current price at $8.10. I'm going to be adding 10 shares to my BP position for an amount of £48.62. I'm then going to be adding to my RS Group position, stock ticker RS1. They're down 1% over the last month, have a dividend yield at 3.78% and a 5-year growth rate at 18.93%, with a very reliable 9-year dividend growth streak. Year to date, it paints a very similar picture, as we can see, basically being flat, but they were up close to 20% earlier in February and then have dropped back down since then. They also still have a very strong stock rank score at 85, and right now the analyst consensus is that it's around about a buy, with there being 1 sell, 4 holds, 8 buys and 4 strong buys, with an overall price target 20% above the current price at £7.20. For today's video, I'm going to be adding 6 shares to my position for an amount of £36.54. And that leads us on to the final position I'm going to be adding to for this month, and that's going to be Taylor Wimpey, stock ticker TW. They have the biggest dividend yield in my portfolio at close to 10%, and over the past month they're basically flat. If we do zoom out though and look at year to date, we can see they're down 25.5%, which is why I think right now's a great opportunity to add to my position. They have a very solid value and quality score, but due to that recent performance, the momentum score is dragging their overall stock rank down, so it does currently sit at 66. Having said that though, there still is an analyst consensus that it's between a hold and a buy, with there being 5 sells, 8 holds, 3 buys and 3 strong buys, with an overall price target sitting around 90p, which is 17% above the current price. I'm going to be adding 55 shares to my position for an amount of £42.57. Now let's take a look at how the portfolio is shaping up over on Snowball Analytics. If we do take a look at last month's dividends, we can see It has been the strongest month so far. I received over £15 from IUKD right at the end of the month, and that brought the June dividend total to £26.23. And because all the stocks and ETFs that I own within this portfolio are based in the UK, that means that all of that dividend income is completely tax-free. Looking ahead to July, I'm going to receive 2 payments this month, and they are coming in from Pets at Home for £2.30 and RS1 Group for £3.41. And when we look at my dividend income over the next year, I'm now going to be receiving an average of over £10 on a monthly basis. What I really like about this portfolio is that it not only has a fantastic starting dividend yield at 4.5%, but it also has a 5-year dividend growth rate at over 10% between my different ETFs and stocks, and it's still performing really strongly, having outperformed the S&P 500 and the FTSE 100 over the first 11 months. And with that, it wraps up today's video. If you made it this far, then please let me know what stocks you think I should look to add to the portfolio next month. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and as always, invest smart, stay patient, and your future self will thank you. For now, this is the Geordie Pig Investor, over and out. Have you ever wondered how to decide whether a stock is actually worth buying? In my last video, I analysed a company from the ground up. Click the screen now to see the full analysis.